Samantha, have you seen Caleb since last week?
No, like Carl just showed up and I don't know what he did with Caleb. He hasn't been back.
I filed a missing persons report, and the police department said, and I quote, "I don't give a fuck about that guy."
Well, I mean that you went to the police, so like of course they would.
Yeah,
say that.
well, the Find My Caleb services were closed for the weekend.
Wait, I thought they changed that policy.
I thought they did too, because everyone knows Caleb disappearances happen the most on weekends.
Most on weekends. We had it before.
Yeah, this location wasn't open, so I couldn't find my Caleb. I've been a little concerned.
I have seen unspeakable things.
Caleb, welcome back to Junk House.
It's a psychobilly freakout!
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb, I'm sorry for taking your good name to the police.
It's okay. While y'all guys were actually talking about that, I found some pictures I want to send. And this is just letting the audience in. Our pre-show conversation did eventually lead to talking about kink. And I want to test the waters with Cordell a little bit. I did find a picture of Laura Dern kissing Kermit the Frog. And I just want to
I get it. You said kink and water. Like a hose, right? Like not talking about anything else, right?
No, I'm talking about sexual.
So, Caleb, before I look at Laura Dern kissing Kermit the Frog, what reaction are you looking for to occur in my body?
What are you hoping to achieve here?
What is your goal of me seeing these things?
I'm hoping to see some type of elation, some type of joy. Maybe a little bit of that massive hog of yours just kind of gets a little bit on camera,
Okay, just pokes up a little bit, just enough. So I think I need to make a kink scale of how kinky I find any given thing you send to me.
Yeah.
So we can quantify it for the listeners.
How much is that sonic shadow on the scale? Is that the shadow end of the scale?
I mean, to be honest, Sonic's not really my thing. Shadow, though. Whew.
Okay.
So it kind of evens out. I feel like a kink scale should be 1 to 69.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
420 to 69. The opposite.
420 to... What does that even mean? 1 to 69. And... the sonic shadow kissing and then they say I love you, that's I don't know, like a 13.
Okay.
Like it's really not that wild though. And it's also like nothing's happening, like it's just a gentle kiss.
Yeah, it's more passionate than it is sexual.
Yes. And I think for me at least, anything I find excessively kinky will be more sexual than passionate.
See, and that's what I feel like. I know Cordell loves the Muppets. And
Jurassic Park.
So this is taking those two things and combining them in a physical way.
Okay, so here I go.
Yeah.
This is legitimately Laura Dern actually kissing Kermit the Frog. I thought it was going to be a drawing.
No, this is actual Laura Dern in a PR photo shoot kissing Kermit the Frog.
Let's all be real about this. Laura Dern has a natural magnetism that would automatically put her probably in the low 30s on her own.
Fair.
Adding in Kermit the Frog and a little bit of curiosity in there, I'm gonna put this one probably at the 42, 43.
Nice.
Ooh.
Like just kind of skyrockets up there. Especially with the 80s hair.
Yes, this is like 80s Laura Dern.
80s hair is very, very sexual.
Especially when paired with Muppets.
I would like to apologize. I did find the year that this was made. This was made in 1996.
Oh no, 90s hair.
No. 90s hair it dropped down to a 37. Just with that knowledge.
And it's so funny that we now know that Kermit can never close his eyes when he is in a kiss or a gentle embrace of a lover. So he's always staring at them, eyes wide open, and he's stuck that way. For
the first 85% of a session, uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
For the last 15, deeply erotic.
Oh, yeah. I stare at you while you sleep.
So mixing in 90s dropped it down to like 37. Kermit the Frog staring ceaselessly. We are back up to a 38. That just barely tipped the scales.
We like it. We love it.
We love it. We love it. I just was scrolling through Twitter before this and saw that, and I was like, I've got to know what Cordell thinks of Laura Dern. We have not discussed Laura Dern on this show.
Yeah, massive Laura Dern fan. Like
good.
On a very, very real level. Love Jurassic Park and Dr. Sattler. I mean, she makes a growing boy feel some things, you know?
Absolutely.
Woman inherits the earth after dinosaurs eat all the man. I'm a fan of that.
She's just been in so many good movies, though.
Yeah.
Just so many.
Yeah, like October Sky. I forgot she was in that one.
She was in October Sky. She was one of the best parts of October Sky. She was in Star Wars The Last Jedi, which is objectively the best Star Wars movie.
Thank you. We're not going to debate that with you fans. Get out of here.
Get on out. I don't really have an opinion, so.
It's just the Rian Johnson Star Wars movie, so like
better.
It's good.
Why does everybody hate those movies?
Here's the thing.
Oh man, we're in it now. We went from kink to Star Wars.
It was only a matter of time. Star Wars fans.
That's a straight line. Like that's not that far of a jaunt.
Yeah. The most cursed episode already.
Old school Star Wars fans refuse to admit that the new movies are not made for them. That's why they hate it. Because the new movies are made for the younger generation. Because Star Wars is kids' movies.
That kid shit.
It's kids' movies. It's good kids' movies, but it's kids' movies.
I think there's a handful of factors, you know. I do think it's kind of complex. I think one, Star Wars fandom kind of quickly evolved to a point of being about accuracy to the concept and nostalgia I had as a kid. And everything needs to hit that feeling or it's not good. And spoiler, nothing will hit that feeling. But then I think also on a real level, there is structural problems with the sequel trilogy. You know, having two different directors ping pong back and forth and tear down each other's work while trying, like, you know, here's my biggest thought of all of them. There are some people who are like, yo, Disney had a woman lead Star Wars and she made it woke. There are people that think that, and that opinion doesn't matter. Yes, but there are other people who have a legitimate frustration that they were going to make a sequel trilogy to one of the most famous and successful series of all time, and they did not have all three movies planned before beginning.
Yeah, that is just...
I think that is... Yeah, that is the most egregious part of this for me, is that, like, this is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Ravenous fan base, lunatics, they're so obsessed with it. And you're going to start a sequel trilogy with no plan? And you're going to repeat the fourth movie?
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
So, like, I think there are a lot of legitimate complaints, but I think as far as The Last Jedi goes, most of them stem from people building up a lot of theories after The Force Awakens and having most of them given a flat no because Rian Johnson was trying to clean up plot threads and was also introducing new themes. If they had started episode 7 trickling in the themes that episode 8 brought in, I think it would have been a much better trilogy.
Yeah,
but
no, I agree. Yeah, no, I agree. All of the options.
Jabba the Hutt on the kink scale.
For us or for you?
For y'all, I can't be the only one.
For me, he's pretty low. I'm sorry. I don't like slugs with arms.
Fair.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I know that makes me a bigot. But,
yeah, it does.
You should check your heart.
But I would give him a 15.
I was thinking 15 too. That was honestly the number I had in my head.
I want you to know that your rating of Jabba the Hutt is higher than my rating of Sonic and Shadow kissing.
Yes.
And I need you to think about that.
That's because in desperate situations, I could still crank it to Jabba the Hutt.
Not even that desperate. Like in any pretty bored situation, I feel like we're there.
The thing is, you have to remember that Sonic and Shadow is at least a 25 for me.
Okay.
Sonic and Shadow.
Rating differently.
Yeah, it's just at least like a 20 for me.
Okay, then what Star Wars alien, not human, what Star Wars alien ranks the highest on your kink scale?
Well, now we got to look up Star Wars.
Yeah, now I'm looking up sexy Star Wars aliens.
Star Wars.
I'm just looking at the races. Like, see what kind of species we got. Give me a list. 50 best Star Wars alien races.
Google, show me this guy's balls.
Google, show me all of the aliens in Star Wars' balls, please.
Hi, welcome to Star House, where we rank alien testicles.
I think for me, though, if I'm just thinking and remembering, yeah, we gotta let that breathe, and we gotta let Caleb breathe.
I'm sorry about that. I got to the point where I found a list and it was like the top 20 aliens in Star Wars, and number 1 it was just the guns, and I just love guns so much. I fucking love Jar Jar Binks and his stupid floppy ass ears, and then my brain went to like, imagine holding those while he's giving sloppy toppy, and I was like, God, I hate this. I hate what this show has done to my brain.
And then afterward, when you both got drunk at the party together, you hold Jar Jar's ears as he pukes in the toilet, and it's really a beautiful moment.
It's great. It's such a sweet moment.
Misa like that.
Oh my God. I think for me, it's Togrutas, what Ahsoka is.
That's fair.
That's the highest. Right below that, Jawas. No.
For me, similar. Number 1 is Twi'leks.
Yes, that's actually probably number 2.
Which ones are they?
They're kind of like the Torgutas, but yeah.
Don't look at that secret code I just sent. I was trying to send an image. Okay, it's not working. But yeah, they're like the green ladies that kind of have the pigtail.
Oh,
tentacles.
yeah.
Dang nabbit, it just said Laura Dern.
Both of us, Caleb and I tried to copy and paste a picture, and it just sent
Laura
what we
Dern.
last had copied. So Caleb just dropped
It keeps sending
a third
Laura
picture
Dern
of Laura Dern in the chat.
kissing.
A fourth picture, a fifth, a sixth.
Oh my God.
The chat is filled with Laura Dern kissing.
Can we go into the? Can we get back into the Twitter and just change all our profile pictures to Laura Dern and Kermit kissing?
Well, then we might actually get sued.
So I want to say on a joke level, the Bith, You know, the aliens that are playing the jizz?
Yeah, the aliens that get the jizz out of their mouth, yeah.
The ball sack aliens? I think those deserve a say in this list.
I agree. I agree.
It's too easy to pick an alien that looks human. I'm trying to find one of the real freak ones to put on my list.
I want to give a special shout out to the Kaminoans.
Yeah.
That long neck. That long neck.
Anybody hear what I said? I just want to make sure. I said I'd Kaminoans.
Jesus Christ. Let's see if this will. Yeah. So there's a Kaminoan in the chat.
Yeah, long neck. You know that VB long neck.
There's a legitimate problem here where if I met a Kaminoan, I'm pretty sure I'd strangle them to death. Like, there's a visceral instinct to murder that thing when I look at it.
I think we've discussed this before on this show, but the ET scale of would me and my friends kill this with hammers if we saw it? Kaminoans, I'd kill it with a hammer. I would like.
They're up there.
They're on top. They're up there. Okay, we gotta talk about the Zabrax. That's what Darth Maul is.
Yeah.
Have you seen them? Oh my god. Do those horns go all the way up?
Yeah. The goths are into them hardcore. I want to say something very bold.
Bold it up.
This is a hardcore wood for me. Yaddle.
What the fuck's a yaddle?
It's a girl Yoda.
I knew that was
short. Okay.
Yaddle. Just look her up.
Yaddle. Oh yeah. Oh. Where'd that nose go?
Are we cool if I introduce a new segment? Because it only feels right to introduce it this week.
Yes. Sure. Should I read reviews before or after?
Let's do that after.
Okay. We'll need a palate cleanser for whatever's about to happen.
Yeah, in this case, welcome to Caleb Tortures Cordell. Now.
Oh, no. Okay. Have I not suffered enough?
No, because what I'm about to do is, Cordell, in your private messages, I'm about to send the Urban Dictionary entry for a term, and I'm gonna need you to read it, verbatim? And I need you verbatim, and I'm gonna say you cannot laugh or you lose.
Okay, it's a laugh you lose.
It's a laugh you lose.
Do I have to read the use it in a sentence example?
I'm not sending that, so at the end of it, you have to come up with your own.
Yes. Okay. We love
okay.
This one's kind of a long one too.
Okay, I'm not even gonna look at it before I collect myself.
I'm gonna also send it to Sammy so she knows what's about to happen.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Oh man.
Oh my
Can I
God.
smile?
You can smile, but you cannot laugh.
Cannot laugh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got this.
If you laugh, we end you. It's over.
It's over. He lost. Absolute loser.
I opened up the message and the first thing I saw was, in quotes, gooning. Okay, I'm going to try and read it without laughing now. I got the initial... Okay. I know I've lost, but this is trying to get an honorary win. Gooning may be most simply defined as that state usually achieved after a prolonged edging session, when a man becomes completely hypnotized by the feeling radiating his penis. Since a gooning state...
All right, so Cordell, you lost.
Shall I continue?
Yes, because Sammy, I believe in you.
Radiating his penis. Since a gooning state can only be achieved after edging, the man's dick will become mightily aroused at this point. And every caress the male genitals are subjected to will trigger potent elation. As the man keeps edging and thus keeps experiencing intense pleasure, he enters a state of trance where his mind intimately my brain is stuck on gooning. It's making me not be able to read. Intimately merges with his cock, the gooning state where he and his dick become one. To be even more accurate, when the gooning state is achieved, the man's body becomes, for all intents and purposes, an appendage to his erection. When this state is achieved, the male becomes freed of all social codes of conduct, and his arousal alone dictates his reaction. As a result, a gooned out man will become A gooned out man will become very expressive and demonstrative. He may become very vocal, while his body and face might take on an undignified expressions and poses, all in response to the intensely exquisite caresses his penis is exposed to. Hence the term goon, since at this point the man effectively looks like a silly, foolish, or eccentric person. Gooning is not a narcissistic manifestation. Narcissism is extreme selfishness with a grandiose view of one's own talents. Rather, gooning is closer to a meditation experience where the mind and body align, focused on a single thought or feeling in this case.
I want to just before Sammy has to give us a sentence use for gooning, because she did successfully complete the challenge. I want to point out this entry was written June 12th, 2012, by Funky Jerker.
Listen, that is a scholar doing important investigation into the nature of the goon state.
And there are a lot of entries for gooning, but that's the best one.
I think I could succeed if you gave me another chance.
Now this bit is find one that Cordell fails that Sammy also fails.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm gonna succeed the next one. So take your time, bring one. When you have another one, bring it my way because I can do this. But I would love to hear Samantha use gooning in a sentence.
When I visited Cordell last, I walked in his room to find him completely gooned out.
To Laura Dern.
And Kermit the Frog kissing. Yes.
10 out of 10.
You know what else I found?
Oh, no.
When we read reviews and they're really bad, so guess the movie.
I love this. Oh, God.
My face hurts.
I'm going to read you two real quick, because the first one doesn't really tell you much. I just want to read it. Okay. Half-star review from Phobos.
Thank you.
Why do you all like this movie so much? I don't understand it. And then they made an arrow. So boring movie. At least you're able to sleep a little bit longer on the day you watch it. Tip: don't watch this fuck movie.
I'm gonna make a guess.
Okay.
That gave me nothing. So I feel like if I get it right, I win eternity.
Yes.
I'm gonna guess The Labyrinth, starring David Bowie.
All right, Cordell, would you like a guess as well?
Yes, I would like to guess Christopher Nolan's Inception.
Okay, neither of you are right. Here's the second review. Half-star review from Jahafe. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I did not watch this whole movie. I remember going into the movie theater, watching this for a little bit, and then seeing all of the scenes with girl in space made me so nauseous that I needed to leave the theater. That's it. This is gonna be my review. I'm gonna give it made up me throw up both of these English might not be their first language, apparently.
Ding, ding, ding. I think I actually know it. I think it's Gravity starring Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
Correct. It is Gravity starring Sandra Bullock.
The
reason I'm bringing it up is because Only has been hosting these 3D movie nights. And we're trying to do it once a month.
Oh, God.
Last night, we watched Meet the Robinsons.
Hell yeah.
And Gravity.
I feel like Gravity would be hell in VR.
It is... it's just 3D like you would see it in person. So it's like the way we watch it is you go in VR chat and there's this world that has just a big theater. And so it's like you're literally sitting in a theater just in VR, and they use the different lenses, like the different screens that each eye is using to do the stereoscopic 3D, I think. Is that the right form?
Stereoscopic.
Stereoscopic. They're both slightly off, so it gives the 3D effect even when you're just in VR. So it's not like POV gravity, like VR gravity.
POV gravity would probably make me throw up.
I have an important question.
Yes.
When you're watching VR movies, how do you play games on your phone?
I don't.
What do you do with your hands?
I have like hand controllers that
What are you doing? Are you looking around? Are you just looking at the movie, or are you playing Sudoku or anything? Or?
No, you're watching the movie as Christopher Nolan intended.
The movie Gravity, like Christopher Nolan intended. Which no, but that's how Christopher Nolan wants you to watch Gravity. He didn't make it, but he still has an opinion.
So you're not playing any kind of Candy Crush or Sudoku or Marvel Snap or anything?
No. The most I'm doing is I'm like, for VR chat, there's like a hand menu. So I'm just like, every once in a while, I might just press the button and just whoop, and close the menu. But yeah.
Cordell, do you have to watch something play something to watch something?
Yeah. Are we learning?
When I'm at home, yeah. If I'm like in a movie theater or like seeing a play or something, that's very different. You know, I'm part of the communal experience. But when I'm at home, just about anything I turn on, I've got a game going. I'm playing Sudoku, or like I'm doing something else concurrently. I have to have another activity.
Well, in VR, you're in the movie theater.
Yeah, that might change things for me, but like you don't even have the option of Sudoku.
Well, technically, if y'all wanted to join in on the movie nights, well, Caleb could do it in VR, but you could do it on your computer, and you could still be gaming on your phone while watching the movie with us.
Yeah,
that actually sounds pretty fun.
I'll let you know when the next one is.
You could just be in the VR world without VR.
Yeah, you can be in VR chat without VR. Yeah,
it's like RuneScape.
It's also free, so
yeah.
Like RuneScape.
But I mean, also Cordell, here's the good thing about VR chat is you can pick you can be a pretty lady. You can pick different avatars. I'm known, if I'm a VR chat, I'm a buff Squirtle. Just because I think it's so funny to walk around as a very buff Squirtle.
How do you pick this?
In a menu.
There's all these different avatar worlds that people make where you can like drop your own avatar that you made. Well, like not you, but the person that made the world. So you can go to different worlds. You can search like, oh, I want, but like Caleb said, buff Pokemon. So you just search buff Pokemon avatar, and then there might be a world that pops up, or you'd be like One Piece, and you become Luffy, you know?
So the skin depends on the world?
No.
And then you only get to talk to people in that world?
No. Well, yes. So here's the idea. We'll just do the full rundown. VR chat. You start out, you just have like a basic avatar in your home world. And so there's just like, you can set whatever you want, but there's like a default one that is just like there's a bed and a mirror, like just like a private.
It's my
world.
House,
Yeah.
like in my Webkins game. It's my Webkins house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where I can put activities such as the trampoline or chess.
Yes, basically. And then you open the menu, you can go to any world that has been made, either official or not. And then there might be people in that world. You might want to make it private, but let's just say you're looking for an avatar. So you find an avatar world. Oh, there's people in that avatar world. So you go to that basically chat room, but you're in VR and you pick an avatar that was made by the person that made that world. And then you can use that throughout all of VR chat. It's just getting it, like, you just have to save it, basically, right?
You have to go to their world to get it, though.
Yes. There are
because they made it, and they just have the schematics in their world.
Basically. Yeah. And there are like official VR chat avatars that are just in a menu that you can just scroll in the menu and change. And you can, save ones you like to change into later. But yeah, I think we just need to do a stream where I make one of y'all, probably Cordell, run around VR chat and just experience it.
So I'm beginning to think this may not be like RuneScape.
No.
Or Webkins. It may be like a third thing.
It's called VR chat.
It is VR chat.
Huh. Can I play Sudoku while I'm in the VR chat?
There is probably a world where if you're in VR, you could play VR Sudoku.
Could I play VR chess, but the chess pieces are other people, and I'm telling them what to do, and then they punch each other?
That's a kink,
Sounds
but yes.
funny.
You probably could. You just have to gather the people.
Sexy chess, where the pieces are naked, and then they kiss.
Instead of killing each other? Like when yeah.
I mean, in a real long form scenario, I think they get it on, and then whoever comes first, that piece is destroyed. So it's a little bit different from typical chess.
Yeah.
The goal, it's edging chess. We looped it back.
We're back. But yes, VR chat is fun and cool and good.
We're only 30 minutes into this episode, and we have covered Kink's Star Wars VR.
Well, we're about to cover another thing, and this may fit into Kinks, but this morning, I got onto Twitter and was scrolling, and I stumbled across the new trailer for the Garfield movie starring Chris Pratt as Garfield.
Should we take a quick second and watch it together? Because I have not.
Yeah,
seen it.
We can.
We'll do a live commentary track in this episode. So I'm gonna open YouTube. I'm gonna stream it for everyone.
Yeah.
So don't worry
and
about it.
if the live commentary is garbage, then you won't.
We can edit it out.
We'll just pretend you'll pretend it was good, and we'll move on.
And we'll just go move on with our day.
Okay, time to watch this Garfield guy.
Okay, we did the one by Sony Pictures Entertainment. Just if you want to follow along for the fans, we're going to start it.
First thought, Garfield looks cute.
He looks real cute. We're going to start the video in 3, 2, 1. Wait, who's the voice of John?
Let me look that up.
Is it Charlie Day?
Maybe?
Why is Garfield sad? He's alone.
It's raining and he's a baby. Oh, this is how he fell in love with Lasagna.
Watch out for the car, Garfield.
Oh, it's just pizza.
It's just pizza.
Damn
but John's alone. Oh, that's precious, actually. John's gonna get kicked out of this restaurant.
So it seems John is Nicholas Hoult.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That was
Garfield ate a whole pizza and multiple bites of oh my god,
lasagna.
And lasagna. Oh my god, it just can't.
It ruined it for me.
I don't like it.
Oh,
that's not Garfield's voice.
It's literally
he doesn't even try.
I hate that it looks so good, like the animation.
Yeah, the animation in this looks so good, and Samuel L. Jackson voicing Garfield's dad.
Above Kinky Cat.
He's smacking into trees. He's smacking into all this shit. Okay. Yeah,
So
yeah, that's disappointing.
Also, I didn't like how they said the wait is over, but they spelled it like WEIGHT.
Yeah,
I didn't enjoy that. Yeah, I'm gonna say something bold.
Say it.
My prediction here is that the Bill Murray Garfield movies are probably better than this one.
I think they're gonna look worse but be better.
That's what I'm saying here.
Talking about Garfield, you got your own Garfield.
Oh yeah, my fat cat just came down to lay next to me because he's a sweet boy.
I mean, I just want to know. I just want to hit you guys with some actual facts about the movie, which is that this is that Chris Pratt was born June 21st, 1979, which is a year after the Garfield comic strip appeared in newspapers and 2 days after Garfield's canonical first birthday.
That's precious, actually.
Oh.
Also, the writer and director of this are the same as The Emperor's New Groove, which actually gives me hope that this will kick ass. Because that movie kicks ass.
If the worst thing about the movie is that Chris Pratt's voice doesn't fit Garfield, then I guess it'll be a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it just
Chris Pratt just needs to not be in
popular.
Everything. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm down for him to be in some stuff, but he's just in everything right now, and every animated thing, and it's like, why?
It's because it worked for the Lego movie. And so since the Lego movie worked because that was a character no one knew who the fuck it was and no one cared who voiced it, they're like, it's a fresh... Yeah, and then so now they're like, well, people love the Lego movie. It must be because Chris Pratt voiced the main character.
No. It's because of the writers.
Yeah.
I really think it's just that that Hollywood loves a guaranteed dollar. And when a guy like Chris Pratt gets popular and successful and proves that he can be a moneymaker across multiple different genres and types of movies, he made money in animation, he made money in superheroes, he made money in action, which unfortunately, I really think the place he was best at was Parks and Rec. When he's being an idiot comedic guy, he's really funny, but they keep shoehorning him into cooler roles. But I think they just know he'll make money wherever they put him, and that's why we keep seeing him. Because honestly, people do enjoy him, even if people who consider themselves more movie enjoyers might not. The general public likes Chris Pratt.
He's best in Parks and Rec, where he can improvise a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, I looked up your symptoms, and it seems like you might have internet connectivity problems.
Genius.
The Kim Kardashian comeback bit. I
think she got cum on her back.
Do you Do you want to hear about the Garfield comic that caused a controversy when it was published on Veterans Day?
Yes.
What the hell?
So apparently it's like 3 or 4 panels. This is what I saw on Twitter. And it's a little spider. Garfield's got a newspaper and he's about to smack it. And the spider's thinking, if you squish me, I shall become famous. They will hold an annual day of remembrance in my honor, you fat slob. And then it cuts to a bunch of spiders in class as the spider teacher says, does anyone here know why we celebrate National Stupid Day?
Oh.
And they put that out on Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Let me
good.
find. I love Saturday morning
Everybody loves
cartoon
Saturday.
comics. I love the Saturday morning cartoon comics, and my favorite one is Far Side. Have y'all looked at? There is a Far Side comic known as Cow Tools.
Yes.
Are y'all familiar?
I have it saved in my phone pictures.
I'm sending it for Sammy.
Yeah, because I don't remember this.
It's known as the worst Far Side comic because the whole joke is just, what if a cow had tools?
And people wrote him letters.
There were death
Letters. And death threats because they needed to know what those tools were for. What does this mean? What's the joke? They thought there was something deeper to it other than if cows made tools, they'd look pretty weird.
Yeah. Oh, I fucking love that. Which one tag yourself? Which one are you? I'm the weird saw.
Which cow tool am I?
I'm the weird looking saw.
I'm that stick that kind of forks at the end.
Got the peace sign always.
Yeah.
I guess it's a shovel, but it kind of looks like an udder and also kind of phallic.
Yeah, which is good for you. I think that's important that you get to be that.
Also, the cow doesn't have eyes.
The cow don't have eyes.
Cow don't have eyes.
Cows
but
don't have
that's
eyes.
also, I've heard people refer to cow tools as like a world building concept for making art.
Yeah.
And so the idea being that if you only show the surface, people will populate what's underneath naturally.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't have to go very deep in your world building. You just hint that there is depth and people will fill in the blanks. You show cow tools and people assume there's a lot more going on in cow society than you ever have to write.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
My favorite Far Side comic, other than cow tools, like my actual favorite one is one I just sent that is called The Inconvenience Store.
For the listeners, it's a little kid in a store where there's only 2 shelves and they're at the top of a really tall ceiling.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's so much. Oh, fuck.
That's just perfect. I love it so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Also, to set up a future episode, because I had this idea and I want to do it as part of Caleb Burley Presents Christmas Fest, whatever we called it. But I want to do a Game of the Year episode. And
hell yeah.
But Junk House, we do it a bit different because
it's Sudoku.
You're wrong. But what I want to do is a video game, of course, because I'm not just going to say like, oh, all games. That's what's different. It didn't have to come out this year. You just have to have played it and beat it this year.
Oh.
I still think it's going to be Baldur's Gate. I'm putting in the shots that it's Baldur's Gate 3.
So I wanted to read the 2023 Game of the Year nominees according to the actual Game of the Year people.
Okay.
So Alan Wake 2.
I did not play it.
Didn't play it. Actually heard bad reviews of it. So I'm surprised it's up there.
Okay.
Spider-Man 2.
Makes sense. I haven't played it
Makes
yet.
sense. Resident Evil 4, because there was a remake that came out this year.
I don't think a flat out remake should be eligible.
I don't think so either. Baldur's Gate 3.
Makes sense.
I heard an okay thing or two about that game.
Yeah.
I
Not that
I
bad.
like
Little bit
it.
of buzz.
I like it. I'll save my issues with it for the Game of the Year episode when we discuss these games.
Interesting.
then
Okay.
It's not like big. It's like very minor issues.
Okay. You were just saying it like it was gonna knock it off of Game of the Year, so I was like,
No, I
shit.
don't. I don't think it's not gonna knock it out of contender. I think this year of all years, Game of the Year is a tight race, though, because the last two that they have nominated, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, which is incredible. And The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
I forgot that came out this year.
I haven't. I've been thinking about it again recently. I might do another replay.
This is showing my biases, but out of those, I still think for me at least, BG3 is what I'm going with. Even for that episode.
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and call my shots for even that episode, as that's what I'm going to be talking about.
I will go ahead and say I am going to put in what I'm probably going to nominate as Game of the Year as Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
And is not a bad choice at all. It was fucking good.
Such a good game.
And Cordell's got Sudoku.
Cordell's probably going to put Sudoku.
No, I'm not as much of a gamer as my compatriots here. And so like it's going to be a little bit trickier for me to do this.
We can do movie of the year too.
Well, yeah, that'll be tricky because I just watched so many dang movies.
Yeah,
I think one of the contenders that's up there that I finished this year, Emily and I played it together, and it was It Takes Two.
Incredible game.
Came out a while ago, but like we really, really had a good time with it. It was fun to play together. I'm really trying to remember anything I've played. Depending on when we have this episode, it might be Marvel Midnight Suns, because that's on sale right now, and I'm going to either buy it on PS4 or Steam, depending on the experience I want with it.
So my plan currently is to try and make it the last episode of the year, because that gives us all the most time to play the games, you know?
Yeah.
Because if there's a game, like right now, I'm playing through Metal Gear Solid again. If I get to the end of that and I'm like, actually, you know what? I kind of want to put that up in contention. Then, I have time to get to that. Now I'm almost to the final boss fight, so it's probably going to be like today or tomorrow when I beat it. But then I might play 2 and 3 because I got the Master Collection. So,
and they're expert, amazing masterpiece games.
They are. Here's my actual problem with the Metal Gear Solid fan base. Just talking about fan base.
Yeah.
All of them say that, oh man, this plot is really complex and blah, blah. No, it's not. It's not that complex of a plot. It's just, there's a lot of details, but it's not that complicated to keep up with.
It ain't no Kingdom Hearts.
It ain't no Kingdom Hearts.
But you're right.
It ain't no.
There's just a lot of characters, and
there's a lot of characters to keep up with. That's it.
Spans a long time as well. So it's like it's
spanning.
It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Yeah. So it's like it's gonna be confusing sometimes. It's not.
Olivia, when I first started playing it, was like, this must be one of your goofy games that you like from back when you were a kid and you played it. And then it got to the point where it was like, you're having to choose to sacrifice somebody, and there's long drawn out monologues about the nature of man. And she was like, you played this in 5th grade?
Yeah.
Your parents let you play this in 5th grade? It's like, yeah. We borrowed a PlayStation 2. Like, what can I tell you?
I turned out fine.
Oh, if I finish Dredge, that may be up there for me.
I think that's fair.
The boat game. It's the design is great. I have not been able to sit with it long enough and not get stressed out to finish it.
That's fair. I might not talk about Baldur's Gate, but I just, since I've started One Piece, I haven't really played a lot of video games other than like Fortnite.
That's fair. That's
I'm
honestly fair.
I'm almost caught up though, so maybe I'll game after I catch up.
Yeah. One Piece is great.
One Piece is incredible.
One Piece is real.
One Piece is more like Fun Piece.
My month that I'm going to make is just going to be making Cordell read One Piece in a month. So.
Oh, God.
That's so much. I'll do it.
I'm kidding.
Oh, dang it.
If you want to read 1,098 chapters.
Listen, I'm only working full time and doing grad school. Like,
you can do it, yeah.
I can read all of One Piece in a month.
But yeah. Like, just bring it. Let the kids bully you. Like, let the kids bully you for being a nerd. I'm gonna be the king of the
pirates, said Luffy.
Yeah, I'll read it to them, and I'll do I'll read a page and then turn it and show them, and I'll while away the hours at work doing that.
It'll be a lot of turning because it's a comic book.
Yep.
I can't wait to hear all the voices you do for all the characters.
Yeah, I'm gonna do voices you don't expect. Luffy's gonna be really like, "Hey, it's me, Luffy." You know, like,
I'm a king of the pirates.
I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
Buggy the pirate. You want to hear him? The Buggy the clown.
Yeah, let me hear.
Hey yo, it's me, Buggy.
Can you give me a Zorro voice? Can you give me a?
I'm Zorro.
Your Buggy voice was pretty accurate to 4Kid Sanji.
Yeah.
Hey Luffy, I'm gonna make us some food. It's me, Sanji. I'm the cook.
My favorite, I don't know if Cordell is in tune with this, but there are 2 English dubs of One Piece: 4Kids and Funimation.
Okay.
And the Funimation Sanji is like, I will cook for you. I will make sure you are able to eat, because everyone deserves to eat. Everyone deserves a good meal. It does not matter what you've done. And then 4Kid Sanji's just like, I thought I made a ravioli, but I accidentally came inside of it. Like, that's the energy of 4Kid Sanji.
It's
like in 4Kid Sanji is Auntie Donna's Crazy Italian aunt. Like, that's the same vibe. And fuck my cousins.
Yeah. 4Kids is also the classic people that made the Pokemon Jelly Donuts. If you remember that from your childhood.
Jelly
Donuts. They're the rice balls, and they're like,
yeah,
hey, let's eat some jelly donuts.
Oh yeah. I was like, those are weird looking donuts, Pokemon. I don't think Japanese people know how to make donuts right. Okay, real talk. Help me briefly. Because Marvel Midnight Suns is still on sale. Obviously, if I hop on Steam, it is on sale for, I could buy the Legendary Edition for $40.
Okay.
It's 60% off until today is the last day of it.
Okay, so we got to figure this out right now.
So if I buy it on Steam, I will run into the same problem I ran into with XCOM 2, which is my computer's not great for gaming. It's fine and it'll run, but it will get hot and glitchy in not a fun way.
Okay.
But I still was able to play all of XCOM 2 on my computer. So it's not like it's impossible. Or if it's still on sale for the PS4, do I buy it digitally on that and play it on TV? Knowing that computer gives me more opportunity to play when my wife is home, because she can watch whatever on TV while I'm not hogging it. Whereas PS4 means I have to have access to the TV and not be like hogging it.
Depends on what is more important to you. the glitchiness not happening, or that time of like being able to game whenever, or
I think I want to be able to game whenever.
okay.
I think
do that. And I think if we're girl mathing it right now, it's 60% off.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to be able to get it this cheap again for a couple years, when it goes like on mega sale. $40. How many hours do you have in XCOM 2? Like probably over 100.
I have done replays on replays of XCOM 2. I've probably done 4 or 5 playthroughs of that game.
And isn't this XCOM but Marvel? Isn't that the gameplay?
Conceptually, it's the same people. It's for Axis.
Okay.
But instead of like having a set number of things, it's like a deck that your character has cards drawn from their deck and you can upgrade what they do. So it's very similar, but there's more of a focus on the combat is meant to let you do more awesome stuff rather than XCOM being a tight, strict system. It wants you to do superhero things. And then outside of that, you build relationships with the characters so that you can do cool plot stuff. So like, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get what I want to get out of it on the computer, and it'll have replay value. Because I learned, sadly, that they are no longer moving forward with the Switch port they were going to do.
Oh.
Oof.
Which is why I'm going to buy it on Steam, because they announced that they're not porting it to Switch.
I think if there's the potential multiple replay value, like let's say you replay it 3 times, so that's 4 plays total. 1 original, 3 replay.
Real quick, I also just looked it up. One playthrough of it is about 37 hours. So already you're about to do a dollar an hour.
Yeah, you're basically, if you're about to do $1 an hour for 1 playthrough, if you do 4, that's basically a quarter an hour.
And that's not considering all of the stuff that comes into that $40 legendary pack. There might be more DLC that adds more hours.
So what I do know is that the legendary edition, let me
let me tell you.
The
deets.
The legendary edition of Midnight Suns, because their website has them all delineated for us. Okay, the legendary edition includes, so you can customize the look of the team. It comes with the base game, comes with a season pass that includes 23 premium skins and 4 post-launch DLC packs. And those 4 packs bring 4 new playable heroes. It gives you access to Deadpool, Venom, Morbius, and Storm. And it gives you a whole slew of skins. And it includes the season pass. So, like, it really adds a lot more. And with the sale at the moment, that is a lot more for simply $10 more.
And Morbius is there, so...
Yeah,
I'm going to say buy it.
I think buy it.
I'm going to say buy it.
If you look, the base game on Steam is $60. The Legendary Edition is $100. Getting that for $40 is kind of ludicrous.
Yeah, it looks like each DLC, from what I'm seeing, also adds at least 3 hours to each one.
Yeah,
at least
so
3 hours.
Yeah,
and if for Axis is good with DLC, the XCOM DLCs are fantastic. They add a whole lot of unique gameplay.
Other things that are legendary. It's our opening and closing theme song. The one and only Psychobilly Freak Out by the Reverend Horton Heat off the album Smoke 'Em If You Got 'Em.
So I guess real quick though, you are going to get it. That is the consensus.
So I'm actually opening Steam right now, and at the end of the episode, you will hear whether I got it or not. It should still be on sale, but if for some reason ending the 13th means it stopped at midnight, I will scream in agony.
No, that normally means.
Usually, it's like due on the 13th. That means I can buy it on the 13th. Idiots.
Yeah. Well, if you like this podcast and you like that Cordell is gonna buy the game, then rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, please. We also have a TikTok and a Twitter at Junkhouse Pod if you want to check us out there.
But say, Cordell, I can do this part for you if you want me to.
Okay. Hey.
No, he's got it.
I'm not trying to rush you. I just have to shit so bad.
Hey,
I'm not trying to rush you. I'm rushing you because shit's about to come out of Caleb's ass.
Listen, if you'd like to email us and tell Caleb, please hold it a little bit longer. If you really want to draw it out for Caleb, to help Caleb build that sphincter
I fucking hate you. So I'm about to leave and let you two end the pod by yourselves.
Email us at junkhousemmailbox@gmail.com.
And as we shit every week,
I'm gonna go shit.
It's a psychobilly freakout!